Welcome to the Drought Gaming Podcast. This is episode 12. Welcome back. I'm here with Jeff. I'm Mike, and I'm here with Bobby. Earth's going to join us in a little bit. And before we start, I'd just like to let everybody know that the DGX Podcast is brought to you. We don't have a sponsor. I'm fucking kidding. What's up, guys?
This
Hey.
this podcast is so over.
So,
You know what? Witcher 3 is over because that guy's playing it.
So I have a really light agenda today because not a whole lot happened in our short week. We had Memorial Day and we only had a couple days, so not a whole lot's happened. Some more rumors have come out. Not more rumors, but more stuff. Remember when we talked about the Xbox One, the new powerful Xbox One? The name of it has, the rumor of the leaked supposed name of the code name Scorpio is out. That's what they're calling it.
Scorpio.
Scorpio. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I was like, man.
I guess Cancer wasn't cool. And Agitaris was the code name for the fucking Kinect, and Gemini was the original Duke.
The Duke.
Yeah.
Man, did I tell you that I saw somebody selling one of those and I was like, oh, the Duke. And the guy's like, what's that?
Did you punch him?
Hey
Because
man, how much is it? $10. All right, let me go get my truck.
no, yeah, you should have been like, yeah. Let me go get my truck, bro. Fucking Duke.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have a Duke.
I know people like that controller. I thought it was ridiculously
That
fun.
controller was awful.
mean-
That controller was the S controller. The S controller was awesome. That controller was horrible.
You're the hipster of thinking the Duke was ridiculously large. Nobody else thought that.
The Duke is one of those controllers that the only thing it's good for is trying to compare it to like something you want to be big. Like my junk's as big as the Duke. That's the only thing it's cool for. Anything else completely fails. Like
When you're sending dick pics, you just like put your junk on top of the Duke and hope that it's bigger. You're like, check
No,
out my junk.
and then when it doesn't work, you just get the S controller.
That's controller.
no, fuck that.
You're
No,
like,
you
"Nah,
could
bro, that's a Duke, bro.
no, dude. You could just use a DualShock. Those tiny ass fucking controllers. I hated the DualShock 1, 2, and 3. Like I hated those controllers.
I personally use a Wii U gamepad. It's the only one.
For all your consoles, you have a converter.
Yeah.
That's a good gamepad though. No, fuck the Wii U. Just the Wii.
That thing is pretty long. That is a long console. It's long and black. Actually, mine's long and black.
Wait, are we still talking about consoles?
Yeah.
Oh, this is getting a little earth rated. So yeah, so hey, what's up, guys? What you guys been playing? I mean, I guess Bobby, I think you and I were talking some Witcher action going on. Blood and Wine.
I'm basically gonna run around and earn some coin. My quest right now in The Witcher 3 is fortune.
You get points if you can say that like a Geralt right now.
I can't do it.
Here, let me try.
I'm Geralt.
I'm Geralt.
He's not that raspy.
I'm just gonna run around and get some coin.
That's not too bad, but you're a little bit Solid Snake and less Geralt.
Well, those two dudes actually, when I said it, I actually heard Solid Snake too. So how about this? How about this then? Drebin.
That's perfect.
I hate when that guy says Drebin. It fucking drives me up the fucking wall.
Well, he says no. You know what made me fucking cringe?
Huh?
When he's like Big Mama.
Big Mama.
What the hell are you talking about?
Metal Gear Solid.
Fucking Metal
4.
Gear Solid
Okay.
4. Metal Gear
It makes
Solid
sense
4.
that I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, you should watch that movie one day. It's pretty good.
Okay, so there. Let's. So dialogue is bad.
You're just gonna skip over my zinger there.
No, I left. I don't know if you heard me.
Bobby's just gonna zoom right over that.
You know what? I was like, yeah, it was funny. Let's move.
Fine, continue.
It was funny, but it wasn't like triple A funny.
All right, fine. Guilty. Not all of them can. You know what? You can't win the crowd every time. Let's go. You really know how to fucking sting, man. That shit,
I know how to I know how to twist the knife, Mike.
yeah,
I
man,
don't
that shit
put
hurts.
it in there.
That shit
but I
hurts right
twist
here.
it.
That shit hurts right here. I'm tapping my heart, by the way.
Called the burn ward.
So what's the other items on the agenda, or was that it? Was that all the items?
That's
No,
it.
well, first I wanted to see what you guys were playing.
Oh,
So,
Oh.
Bobby, you're playing Witcher.
Right.
That's all you've played this week?
I played my Gear VR this week.
You got anything? Oh, we can talk about your, because I know you want to put a piece up on DroughtGamingX.com, the website everyone should check out, about your findings and the games you've been playing in the Gear VR. So we'll go to that in a little bit.
All right.
Jerf, you been playing games?
I played a little bit of Overwatch. A little bit.
Hold on, by a little bit, do you mean the match you and I played?
Plus one more match.
That is a very little bit of Overwatch.
You know.
And I
just-
bought.
we-
Sorry, I bought Blood and Wine, but I haven't played it.
All right, that's the Jerf that I know and love.
Soon it'll be Jerf just not playing them ever.
Right.
Yeah.
Soon he's just gonna buy them just like Mike Seaver kills a man to watch him die. Jeff buys a game just to watch it sit.
Soon we'll
for
just like Jeff
nostalgia.
will have an account and we'll just log into it and play the games.
I'll buy the
Because
game
he'll
so you
buy
guys.
them anyway. He doesn't play them.
No, in the future we'll just log into Jeff. It'll be some weird system where the games are in Jeff.
Yeah. Jeff basically like.
What's your Jeff
just-
login?
When Jeff's not playing video games, he goes idle. He's
Yep.
always idle.
Yep.
Oh god, I wish that was true.
Like I gotta free up my Jeff account. It's like no one's gonna have Amazon Prime. They're gonna have a Jeff. I can't wait to get inside of you, Jeff.
Oh man. Me too.
Perfect. This is getting creepy. Just the way I like it.
I have something that I noticed on Kotaku, and hopefully it's not on your agenda. But did you guys see that you can perform surgery on Donald Trump?
I did see
Yeah.
that they added a Surgeon Simulator Donald Trump thing.
Yes.
That is that paid DLC or free DLC?
I don't know.
I am
think it's
installing. I'm installing Surgeon Simulator right now.
Okay, I'll do that too. Funny story about Surgeon Simulator. I bought it and played it once.
You know what's funny thing about that? I did the exact same thing.
Pulled a Jeff. Is what you're saying.
It's Surgeon
Well, so
Simulator.
I also bought like what's that game? Visceral Cleanup.
No, Jeff bought that for us.
We all bought.
I bought that for everybody.
Oh, you
okay.
bought that? Yeah, I did a
Yeah.
video for it. Check it out
You
on
did?
our YouTube page, Drought Gaming X.
You got to do that in every episode.
Drought
I'm just-
Gaming X.
I'm just gonna keep dropping plugs every time I can.
You know what you need is you need a soundboard and you need to start. Drought
Drought Gaming X.
Like a cheesy radio show.
Yeah.
And then if you really want to get crazy, go to Drought Gaming XXX.
Oh,
Oh man.
registering that domain right now.
Well, it's just all the dick pics I send collected in one central location.
And Overwatch porn.
Yes, a collection of you know, you saw didn't you guys see that that Blizzard's going after those hosts and having them take
No.
they're sending out cease and desist for the Overwatch porn.
Oh my gosh. Wow. That's
What?
crazy.
Yeah. They're like
Good luck. It's parody.
yeah, I don't know how I you know, obviously I'm not a lawyer. I don't know what the cease and desist say.
Yeah. They as far as I know, I mean that's like fucking what Scream going after Scary Movie. It would be impossible.
I don't think so. I don't think it's considered parody because they're using the exact same characters. They're not making a girl that looks like Tracer and changing her hair color and calling her Baser. They're like using Tracer.
Well, then how do the Star Wars ones get away with it?
Star Wars, what, the Star Boners or whatever?
Yeah. Well, no. There's one that's literally like Star Wars.
I would assume that Disney would go after them too. I can't imagine they would just let them use the name Star Wars in a XXX action adventure pornographic film.
I'm looking that up right now.
A pretty good one too.
It's got good production values.
And great special effects. Like,
Oh wait, My site of choice to download things from the internet actually has a triple X section.
You should probably not give a plug for that website.
But that's why I didn't say the name.
Very good. So let's talk about this Far Harbor DLC fix that's all the rage right now. So apparently all right. So if you don't know, Far Harbor runs like absolute dog shit on the PlayStation 4. If you check out one of my DJX Plays videos on our YouTube page channel, Drug Gaming X did a whole expose where I go through most of the Far Harbor main quest on stream. You can also find those articles on druggamingx.com. I'm just gonna have a recording like you know what? Let's make a funny ad that I just play at the beginning and end. I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I'll probably tack it on there.
Can we do it on the podcast?
Yeah, if you guys want, we can do it after we talk about this. How about that?
Okay.
We can have an intermission where I get a sandwich.
Yeah.
That's for you.
Yeah.
For 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Bobby's getting a sandwich.
Bobby's getting a sandwich. You know what you should do instead of getting a sandwich? You should go to droughtgamingx.com. Read every single article. And then share every article with every friend you have on Facebook and on Twitter.
No, dude, we should do like the Honest Cable Company thing. Be like, do you want a website that gives the best gaming news? Well, fuck you.
Do you want
Go
to just
to droughtamingx.com.
Yeah, do you want to just hear from four idiots that just want to say shit?
You
Then go-
made a commercial in Cards Against Humanity with 2 cards. You guys played Cards Against Humanity, right?
I like Cards Against Humanity.
I have all of them.
So the 2 that we put together was everybody get down. No one will get hurt. We're only here for authentic Mexican cuisine. But we can make it like Drought Gaming X or something like that.
I have,
Here,
I have a bunch of blank cards.
It's like you turn to the camera.
We're doing
and
the Drought Gaming
easily
thing.
say that.
We're doing the Drought Gaming thing where we get derailed like a motherfucker.
Oh,
Guys.
Anyway,
Guys.
hey, you started this. You derailed this. You're piloting.
You know, I have no comeback to that because you're right. Fuck you, Bobby.
take the wheel, Mike.
Far Harbor DLC runs like absolute dog shit on the PlayStation 4. Apparently runs okay on the Xbox One, which is a weaker machine, and it runs great on the PC. It has a lot of dusty fog effects, and it ran like ass. And if you checked out this all started because I wanted to put a plug in. If you check out the video I made, you'll see that it runs like ass. It didn't stop me from beating the game. I still thought it was great. I thought the content was great, but it ran like ass, especially when you were outdoors. So looks like there's a fix. There's some kind of not patch, but like a new build of the game out. And the only way to install it. Bobby, do you want to take this one? You seem to know more about it than I do.
Okay, so from what Digital Foundry says, and I'm going to rely on their information.
They're pretty legit.
Guys,
They're good.
So basically, Bethesda says, hey, if you're having this shitty frame rate issue in Fallout 4 or Far Harbor specifically, to uninstall the DLC and re-download it.
That sounds so awesome.
Okay, so I went to GameFAQs to see how much of a performance increase this was, and while going there, discovered.
I don't know why. I don't know how you could get. That's the worst forum on the internet. But go ahead.
Well, I go there because generally somebody's asked the question I'm looking for an answer.
See, I use Reddit that way because I feel like you get smarter answers.
Well, I just and you're probably right. Well, you know what?
Sorry,
you
not to
right.
not to
Reddit-
question.
Reddit.
Sorry, not trying to question
Yeah.
your methods.
Anyway,
My bad.
I've just gone to GameFAQs for like 1,000 years.
Right.
So anyway, I went there. Someone posted. I also like to see the reaction people have.
Well, yeah,
It's where
because
you can see all
people.
the
Yeah,
hate.
it's like people watching because it's like going to a Walmart. They're crazy idiots there.
Yeah. Anyway, to the point. Just to see what the performance was, like how much better was it?
Right.
And someone posted the Digital Foundry article, but somebody said, a couple people said, reinstalling the DLC alone didn't do it for them. So, watching the Digital Foundry video someone posted, they went over it and showed like a side by side before the update and after it, and they said at the end of the video, reinstalling the DLC is not enough. You have to reinstall the entire game. So I was like, okay.
Man.
And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm playing The Witcher, and it's also downloading the entire game plus the DLC, which I have not finished.
Ouch.
Which I'm okay with. I'm actually glad I didn't finish it because that way I'm not gonna have to suffer the way you did when you played through it.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it was suffering. The game was, I mean, it was playable. Thank God, like the amount of stuff that takes place outdoors in that DLC is not enough to ruin it. But it's bad, man. There's areas, especially like when you get one of those thunderstorms on top of all the shit going on.
Oh yeah, like one
It's
of the rat storms.
dude, it's fucking awful. And yeah, I don't know how I don't know how the fuck they got away with that, man. Uh, yeah, Bethesda, I guess. So we have to reinstall everything, is what you're saying.
Yes, pretty much. Actually, wow, it just finished.
Oh, there you go. The whole game?
Yeah, I think, and the DLC too.
Oh, you got some good internets.
I'm not as good as yours. You have gigabit. I have 100 meg.
Cool. Wow. Well, yeah. I guess we have been talking for a little while before the podcast started. For I guess we've been talking for about an hour now. So that I guess.
Oh
That's
no, it's lying.
Oh, you were looking at when they download the patch in the game at the same time.
No, it gave me a notification, but the notification was the "it's ready to play" notification. You know how it's like,
yeah,
if
it
it
let you
downloads like
sit.
6 gigs,
Yeah, it
will
let
Play
you
start
without
up.
the update or something.
It let you sit
so
in the
it's like-
fucking title screen and watch a thing scroll for an hour.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's dumb.
like, yeah, it's at 6.3 out of 34 gigs left to download.
Oh, okay, it's not bad.
So yeah,
And then it sucks that you have to initiate the DLC downloads manually. Like they need to have like a checkbox like underneath.
no. See, but that's what it is. When you go to the library to download the game again, which is how I did it. I didn't go to the store. I went to my library because if you want to play something you have uninstalled, go into your library. You could just say, "Hey, install this," and it'll download it. So,
With the DLC?
but yeah, so when you go in there, you install the game. It'll say, "Hey, you have these items," and then you get to check them and say to download them.
Okay, cool.
I personally think it should just automatically download the DLC, and if you don't want to download the DLC, then you go into a menu to uncheck it from the download.
Oh, okay. Okay, good to know. So everybody out there who has Fallout 4 and Far Harbor on PS4, go uninstall everything and reinstall it. For those of you who have dial-up, you can fuck right off. You shouldn't have dial-up.
Yeah, fuck you.
So the other thing I wanted to talk about that is weird, but I think based on what we were talking about earlier, you'll catch my drift. Is I read an article on a popular publication a little while ago, and the article was something about how Overwatch is the salvation of first-person shooters to older gamers or to burnt-out gamers or some shit like that. So basically, what my problem is that I'm kind of annoyed at how cool Overwatch is. Like,
Okay, why?
I don't know.
Fuck
People
them.
like
They're-
people like
They're right.
there's no Overwatch is a great game. I'm obsessed with it right now. But like, they're writing articles just to brag more. Like Kotaku's already reviewed Overwatch and did pieces on Overwatch. Like they're writing articles just to write articles on Overwatch because Overwatch is a hot
It's the
shit.
most
Like,
popular game. Yeah,
and it's
Right.
like
It's
I should
feeding
write
them
I should
it's
write
feeding
an
them
article.
content.
I should write an article called "Overwatch is still on," and then yeah, I can paste a video of the title.
It
screen.
could be like
Overwatch is a game, and people are playing it right now.
Let's make. Oh, dude, that's a good idea. I should try that. I'm gonna make a video that's 1 hour of the Overwatch title screen.
it could be like the Andy Sandberg movie Pop Star, like the tagline.
Right.
Never
Oh.
stop, never stop, never stop stopping.
Yeah, exactly.
Overwatch.
Never
Overwatch.
stop, never stopping.
Overwatch. Earth is here.
It sounded like somebody joined
Yeah,
the
that's
cast.
Overwatch. Hope he doesn't have his typical headset issues. Hi, Earth.
What are you talking about?
Oh,
We're
Earth's
talking
here.
about you.
Wait, I thought you were doing a video game.
Oh. And Jeff's wife makes an appearance.
Welcome to the podcast, wife. How are you today?
I thought you were playing a video game, not shopping.
Oh, I'm on a podcast, but I'm not playing a video game.
How does that work?
We're just,
Oh, this is
we're
so
just
fun.
recording ourselves chatting to each other. What do you think of the new Overwatch game?
I saw it a lot on TV,
That's good.
and then I saw you play like 0.5 seconds of it, and it seemed
Totally accurate.
kind of weird.
This is great.
What do you think of the Far Harbor Fallout 4 expansion performance issues? She's looking at me really weird right now. Okay. That's all I wanted to
Well, before she goes, ask her what her review on Overwatch is, 1 to 10.
My podcasters.
know. She's leaving.
God damn it.
Did you hear her say goodbye?
Yes.
Yes.
She just showed me her tits. It was
Oh.
pretty cool.
The internet salutes her.
What was the question?
What's that?
What was the question?
What was the question, Mike?
What is her review on Overwatch 1 to 10? Give it a score.
What is your score on Overwatch 1 to 10?
6.
6, she said.
Wow.
Tell her
get it
she's
now.
fired. No longer allowed to review video games.
You're fired from DGX.
Yep.
Alright, bye.
Bye bye. She didn't really show me her tits.
She's a good woman.
She did though. She really did just that time. All right. Sweet. That was awesome. I lied the first time, and then I was like, she didn't really do it. And she was like,
So that's cool. In order to get tits shown your way, you lie about getting tits shown your way.
it's like
Oh, well,
reverse
you lie.
psychology.
No, wait. You lie, but then you admit it. Like,
Yeah.
I did a bad thing. And it's like, you know what? He learned his lessons. Boob flash.
Yep. It's called reverse psychology. Yeah, it works. It's science, guys.
I hope my mother-in-law doesn't listen to the DGX podcast.
I'm starting to hope nobody I know listens to DGX podcast.
Same here.
The shenanigans, dude, especially if they go back to like the Jeff peeing episode.
I think the king is really tame to some of the stuff you said in just the first podcast.
I tell you,
man.
once we get to like 40 or something, I'm gonna delete the first 10.
I'm hoping we can get through one cast without a racial slur.
Nigga,
Well,
please.
I haven't said any. Is that a racial slur?
Yes,
What?
it is. I mean, it's not when I say it, but if you guys said it, yeah. Yeah, you guys ain't cool.
No. We cool? We cool, right?
We cool. Yeah, we cool. your arm extended to give a pound.
Yeah. Oh man, Ethan Hawke played that part well. We cool? Oh yeah, you're cool. Yeah,
You're cool. You're cool. Poor guy. I felt terrible for him in that movie. Like he's trying
I felt
so
like
hard.
I lived Ethan Hawke's life in that movie. Like,
Yeah.
for real. Like that was my life in Carol City all day, every day.
Yeah, but who was your Alonzo?
You were my Alonzo,
No,
technically.
I was nowhere near cool enough to be fucking Alonzo.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Nobody.
I felt kind of Jaguar for Ethan Hawke.
I don't know what that means.
I don't either, but I like that he said Jaguar.
Like a console, the Jaguar.
Oh, we're saying Jaguar now.
Oh, you're fucking making fun of me, you dickheads.
Wait, you don't say Jaguar, do you?
He does.
That's what fucking Mike says I do.
No, he said white people say that. I didn't know he was talking about you.
No, Bobby's one of
Oh.
them. Bobby is white and says
Oh,
Jaguar.
Oh, okay.
No,
But I wasn't talking about you specifically. More than just you do it.
you're such a fucking. See, you're already being racist.
I am not. Not
No,
all white
it's
people.
okay. It's
Dude,
okay
some of
to
my
be
best
racist to
friends are white people.
Most of my friends are white people. I'm married to a white person.
I have
so I'm gonna
tons.
be
I have
racist.
tons of white friends. My wife and my daughter's a white person.
Look, my best friend was white when I grew up. I'm allowed to be racist to white people.
Look,
That's
my
basically
daughter.
what it is.
My daughter is alarmingly white.
Alarmingly white.
Like, I should get a blood test.
No, it's weird because when she was born, she did look like me, but as she's gotten older, she's just turned into a little white girl, like totally blonde, totally white. Like it's gotten to the point where I'm like, shit, man, how could one kid change so much? So there's that.
You're alarmed at her whiteness, like she may get treated better in life because this
No,
country's
she's
really racist.
like, it's weird because I added her to Credit Karma, and as she's gotten older, her credit score just went up.
Oh my god. Oh, this is a terrible conversation.
You know, this is all a conversation Mike is completely allowed to have because it's a reality for him.
You know what's the fucked up part of this whole thing? You know what's the really stupid part of this whole thing? I think
What?
I'm the blackest one here. I mean, I am the blackest one here. And I think I have the best credit score.
I don't know, man. Mine's gotten pretty good lately.
Mine's gotten pretty fucking great lately. I was pretty happy. We'll talk about credit scores off the air. How's that?
All right, sounds good. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Oh,
here's my
actually,
social
yeah. You
security number.
you just bought the house. Yours is probably better. Yeah, that house really helps.
Well, my wife has really good credit, so.
Yeah, that see, marry into it. That's what I did. Marry
Oh
a
my
white
gosh,
woman.
dude.
Marry a white woman.
Oh my god.
I'm allowed to be a racist against white people.
It's your fault, Bobby. You said I hope we get through this episode without any racism.
No, it was me. It
No,
was
that
me.
was
Oh.
Jeff.
Oh, it's your fault then.
I know,
Jeff
sorry.
is actually whiter than I am, Mike. So
Yeah, but you look whiter.
But Bobby, aren't you actually Hispanic?
No, Bobby's like
I am-
Sicilian.
I am like fucking. No, I'm Panamanian. My mom made
Yeah.
that up.
There you go.
Anyway.
Oh.
My mom
I'm-
made up a lot of shit.
I'm Italian.
She's a good. She's a good woman.
Yeah, she is. I love
No,
my mom.
she was a good woman. I mean, she
but
made some
she
shit
did-
up, but
she
she's a
did-
good woman.
She did things, yeah. But I'm just a sleeper agent in the white community.
Okay. Okay.
That's how I call. That's what I call it.
Okay. Bobby's a sleeper agent. Earth is also not white. Earth is actually Trinidadian. Hi, Earth.
It's all cultural. It's how Trinidadians do it when you talk to them. They're just
Is
like don't
Trinidadians or Trinidadians? Where are we at
respond. I'm
with
sorry.
this?
I'm
No,
sorry.
I don't
did
know.
it
I'm
wrong.
asking. I'm asking.
I didn't mean to be disrespectful. Trinidadians.
I think either one works for me.
Trinidadians.
I was just gonna say something to insult all people from Trinidad, but then I'm like, all right, now you're just being a dick.
Okay, what was it?
Nah, I'm not gonna do it.
Alright.
I'm not falling for your shenanigans, Jeff.
Oh, sorry.
Earth, have you been playing Overwatch?
No, I actually haven't played it since that time we played it.
Did we have a good time?
Did you did play it once? You played it once?
Yeah. Well, all right, so he jumped in. We played a computer match, and then we played I think 3 or 4 human matches, and it was
Oh
pretty.
my
good.
gosh. I think Earth's played more matches than I have.
Earth has definitely played more matches than you have.
Yeah, I was
Perfect.
like, I'm gonna play for
I
5
don't-
minutes, and then
I
was
don't
like,
even
yeah, let's
have
do
the
another
game,
one.
and I've probably played more matches than you have.
Yeah, Earth said I'm playing 1, and then we did the computer, and he's like, all right, I'll play 1 more. Let's do a human one, and we played that, and then he said, okay, 1 more, and then we played that, and he's like, okay, 1 more, and then we played that, and he's like, okay, 1 more, and then he finally quit. And I think he's at level 3 now, so he's rocking and rolling.
He's definitely a higher level than me. Also, just wanted to throw back to something we talked about earlier. I'm downloading Star Wars XXX.
No, all right. So, what's the official title of the pornographic film?
It
I
says
don't
it says Wicked Pictures Star Wars XXX, a porn parody.
Okay.
Yep.
Well,
But Star Wars is in the title. That seems really illegal.
There
my
might
guess
be some loophole. They
my,
gotta be
right.
using
my guess
loophole.
is because they're saying parody so clearly in the title.
Right.
That's how they're getting away with it.
Right.
And I'm guessing they're also not naming the characters like Luke and Leia and Chewbacca
Yeah.
and Han. The characters are probably
Maybe Leia.
yeah, Leia.
Am I right?
That's perfect.
Okay.
Han Blowhole.
I'm like totes right. Hans Blowhole. My name is Hans Blowhole.
Han's Blowhole.
Hans Blowhole.
How about Chewbacca? For the shit eating scene.
Shit.
The shit eating scene.
Luke Dick Walker.
Luke.
No. All right.
Luke. I don't know. Sky Chowder beats me. Yeah.
Luke cum squirter.
So, oh god. So for
it
next
works.
week's podcast, Jeff, we're gonna want a full review on the Star Wars XXX pornographic film.
I'm just gonna watch it right now.
You see, he puts the volume all the way up. Half the podcast is like,
I want you to be able to hear it from the speakers of my headset to
Yes.
the microphone of my
Perfect.
headset.
That means yes. That's how it should be listened to.
Mhm.
Cool. So yeah, like I said, it was a weak agenda because not a whole lot happened. So let's segue into Bobby's Gear VR review segment. Take it away, Bobby.
Gear VR, Gear VR.
Gear
Well, I don't think
VR, Gear
I have
VR.
a review yet for it.
All right, well, give us a preview. Yeah.
All right. So
All right, first let's start with you got your Gear VR. How much time have you spent with? A couple hours? 10 hours? 50?
throughout the week, I pretty much started using it mostly Saturday night,
Okay.
and then I used it in conjunction with people uh, on Monday, so a few hours there. Probably 20 hours, maybe.
Okay, cool. And you know, what are your headline games like? There's
Maybe
got to
less than 20 hours. So less than 20 hours is probably a fair estimate.
be. What are the main games that you think if someone got a Gear VR today, they should probably go check out?
Okay, so I definitely say Minecraft is probably the best game on it right now.
All right.
It's actually a game you could play like what Minecraft is, and like like they have the little quest, you go get the dragon, you can do all that stuff, like the whole story mode.
Mhm.
Well, not story mode, but like there's actually like you go to the Nether and all that stuff.
Mhm.
You fight a dragon or whatever. That's still in the game. I haven't gotten that far, but it's that much of a build of the game. It's also a good example of how like a first person game would probably work in VR. And the only problem with it is that the frame rate's not consistent. So sometimes it's going 60 frames, or I'm not sure if it's 60 frames a second, but I think it's at least 30 frames per second.
It has to be up
Um,
there, or it makes you feel weird.
Yeah. Well, it's got to be consistent.
Right.
Problem is that sometimes, depending on where you're looking, it can get a little jerky. I've even turned all the settings down, so it's something with like the build. Something.
Oh, it has settings in there too.
Yeah, you could turn down like draw distance.
Oh wow.
You
That's
could turn
impressive.
on motion, like things that you can turn, how you turn in VR. So you can have smooth turning with the right stick to help you turn. So if you don't have a spinning chair, you can turn.
Right.
Now it will make you a little queasy if you do it, but that's why they have like segmented turning. The other thing is you can actually like touch the touchpad on the Gear VR,
Mhm.
and it will zoom you out into a mode where you're actually playing Minecraft on the television in Minecraft. So basically, you're like in a little Minecraft house, and you have a little wooden TV, and you're playing Minecraft on it. It's actually kind of neat looking.
See that
How
that's
how you
cool.
power the wooden TV.
Yeah, and you could do that anytime. But you can do that mode or do immersive mode. But I just like playing immersive mode. It's actually pretty cool on the surface, but when you're actually just mining underground, you actually get that sense that you're in a cave and you're mining deep underground and you're trying to get to underneath the earth. And when you find like lava and stuff, it's all stuff you've seen before in Minecraft if you played it, obviously. But the sense of being there actually just enhances it. It was made for VR almost. It like feels like it. Those two things together work really well. So it's a great example of it. It's actually kind of like what we talked about in our cast before. Like No Man's Sky would probably be one of the great examples of what VR could probably offer to people in that sense. Like that kind of game would work in VR well. The other game I played was that I'm trying to finish, but I'm a little lost, which is, one of the problems that I have with it is that Hero Bound game.
Oh, the little game where you're the little guy walking around on the board.
Yeah. It's really fun, but I just wish I knew where to go. Like I'm lost. Like I can't really figure it out. It's got a map, but the map doesn't tell me anything I need to know. So the problem with the game is graphically it looks great in Gear VR. It's not like, oh, it's a graphical marvel.
Right.
You know what I mean? Nothing is a graphical marvel in Gear VR. However, being there in VR is kind of a marvel. And
I think
I think
Gun
that's
Jack
cool.
looks pretty fucking great.
Gunjack does look great, but you can still tell it's not like.
Well, yeah, it's definitely not
or anything like that.
photorealistic
Yeah.
or anything.
The other game that I like which is better than Gunjack in my opinion, is End Space. Um, the only problem with it, is it's kind of a score based game. It's like R-Type, I guess. Well, not even
Right.
like R-Type, but you pick a stage, you fight stuff. You can upgrade your weapons, but there's no real agency to the game. There's nothing pushing you forward to play it. Like there's no story. There's no motivation in it.
All right.
So it's just cool to play around and shoot things up. You can fly your ship around. Um, it's a cool experience. I like it, but I mean, it's a phone game. So if you want to play that kind of game on your phone and you have like an extra $7, then it's worth buying. You know what I mean? You had fun with it.
They need to. They need to. This whole like. This thing where they mark up VR games because they're a VR game is really annoying to me. Like,
Well, is $7 a markup for a VR game? I mean, for like a mobile game. What's the app? What should the price be? Hello?
They should pay me to play it.
I just bought End Space.
Did we lose Mike?
Maybe. I didn't hear anything, but maybe he dropped.
I muted myself by accident. Sorry.
Yeah, by accident, I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't even know what the last thing you guys heard was.
So I asked
I
you
Heard
what,
you
what
moaning
should be the right.
suggestively.
Like, what
What
the
was
price
the-
should be? I don't know. $2,
Yeah.
$3, I guess. I don't know. I really don't know. You know, that game. If it's not in VR, it's a dollar game in an app store.
You're right, and that's true. And that's the other thing is that these are kind of dollar games. Minecraft, that's why I say it's the best game. You're paying.
No, Minecraft is Minecraft. No one can
Yeah.
argue the value there. That game is fantastic. You know,
Yeah.
I haven't played the VR version, but I have to imagine that game's awesome no matter where you play it. You know, at least to me.
Yeah. So, but that's the other thing as I want to say is that Hero Bound is kind of like that too. However, I feel like Hero Bound feels, even though it is what it is, like it's a simple Zelda style game, it feels a little more produced than the other games. Like they were trying to make a game here for VR.
Right.
Like that was the intention.
That was the
And it
game
wasn't
I
gonna
thought
be-
was the best out of all of the. Jeff, you're typing very loudly.
Oh shit, you can hear that? Really?
Yeah, do me a favor and pee over that so that it doesn't sound so bad.
I'm gonna go ahead and pee now then.
Okay.
Drown
No,
out the
no,
keyboard type.
I thought Hero Bound. No, Minecraft wasn't out when I got my Gear VR.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Hero Bound was the best VR game that I played, and I
Yeah.
played a bunch of them. I paid for some. I bought
Yeah.
that cart game because it had high reviews, and it's fucking awful.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Actually, I didn't get it, but
It's really bad. Don't.
the other game that I'm also playing is God, I keep forgetting the stupid name. It's like Dead Room. I always
Oh,
forget.
one of those stupid horror ones.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't play
it's not.
those.
It's also not a great game. Like if you weren't playing it in VR,
Well, yeah.
but it would. It's kind of fun. Like again, the presence adds it adds this experience to the game where you feel. It's just sure the game's not great, doesn't get the great narrative, but because I'm there, it sort of triggers my imagination to feel like I'm being a detective in this situation. You know what I mean? So it becomes fun in that way for me.
And see,
You know?
maybe I'm just I don't know. See, I don't get that. I end up in there and I'm like, this is cool. It looks cool, but it doesn't make me. I don't get that thing where because I hear people say it all the time. Like I feel like I'm in this game and all this stuff, and I guess I get in there and I'm like, you know, this is neat. It looks neat. I could look around and it almost looks like I'm in this place, but like I don't. I never feel like it's like, oh shit, man, I'm in a whole new world. I wish I did. I guess that's kind of what I wanted.
That's the thing is I do kind of feel that way, and then when I take the goggles off, I'm like, whoa, reality's around me. I mean, I know that I'm still peering through goggles, but I still look like I'm looking into another space.
I kind of want to
You
buy
know?
that Land's End game, but then I'm afraid that I'm going to get it and be like, ah, damn it, it's another fucking VR game.
Land's End. I think I heard of that one. It looks really pretty.
Yeah,
But I don't know what
and
you're doing it.
Yeah, and it's
I'll
made
get
by
it.
the people.
I'll get it and try it.
It's made by the guys who made Monument Valley, which is a fucking great mobile game.
So I'll try it. I mean, I was interested in it. Um, the other thing, I mean, I agree with some of that stuff, but I understand it. But for me, when I use it, I get somewhat this reminiscent feeling like when I was a kid that I'm like, oh, well, it's like I'm here. I do hunger for something more substant though. So that's the thing. That's the problem with me with the VR stuff right now, at least on the Gear VR. And I guess that's the same way for Rift and Vive and probably
I
PlayStation VR.
think
Is
that's
that
the biggest
there's
problem
not
right
a
now is
game
there's no,
with substance.
yeah, there's no like, I keep going to Skyrim because that's the game that they always show that guy on that big walking
Yeah.
VR thing.
Yeah.
A game that you can put this thing on and really be somewhere else for like 6 hours and just be
And
like,
that's why I feel like uh No Man's Sky would be great. Like that's a great game to kind of say, here's an awesome game to play in VR. I'm not saying you can't play No Man's Sky without it because you that game's going to be. I think that game's going to be fun
No
regardless of
Man's
how you
Sky,
play it.
I think it's going to be
It's
like,
just like Minecraft.
well, yeah, it depends what people
Yeah.
want from it. I think if people go into it expecting Star Wars, they're going to be really upset. I think if people go into
I
it
don't
just
expect Star
like
Wars. From
they're like, it looks like a walking simulator. You know what? I'm fucking fine with that. I want to just go to planets. I want that feeling of traveling somewhere and going to a
And
new place
discovery.
and being like, holy shit, man, this planet is fucking sick. And digging holes and building my ship up.
I
and
mean,
I want
yeah.
that.
I think well, and I guess that's what the guy says. It's supposed to be the game where you make the game for yourself. Basically, you make it what it is.
Right. And I'm
So-
cool with that. And I don't think but I think it's gonna get some shitty reviews. I think there's a good chunk of people that is expecting something more from that game. I don't know why. I don't know why.
I don't know what.
I don't know why, but I did. People are people, and what we learned here in the Draw Gaming Podcast that people are dicks. Every single person besides us are dicks, and the people listening, they're pretty awesome too. Some of them.
Yes, everybody else.
Everybody
who
else.
listens to the podcast,
So-
even the ones that insult us
Right. They're
are
cool.
not dicks. Well,
Exactly.
they're dicks,
Well,
but they're not
yeah.
the same kind of dicks.
Right.
Even
right.
the people who send us hate mail.
Yes,
Yeah.
those
Well,
guys
those
are the
people
best.
make me laugh.
Yeah, me
So
too.
they're bringing me joy. So
So for the three people that
No, there's 4 of us.
no, Earth doesn't fucking help out.
What?
Exactly.
Irv comes to listen to the podcast, not to participate in it.
I know. We love Earth. He's the best. Earth's not the best.
Around.
Hey, did you launch Surgeon Simulator there, Jeff?
No. It is installed though.
You
I'm
should
gonna
do
go
that, and you should report to us what cutting open Donald Trump looks like.
Okay.
Oh, I can do
I watched. Oh shit! Hang on. Oh my god, that was really loud. I watched an abridged version of the Star Wars parody porn, and I have a review of that whenever you're ready.
Oh well, please do. That sounds excellent.
Okay.
So did you say Land's End, Mike? Sorry.
Wait, what?
The game Land's End, is that it?
So I was also looking at
yes, Yes, Land's End.
that on the Oculus store.
That
Oh,
looks
one more thing before Jeff starts his little review.
his petty little review.
Yeah, less than I meant.
Little review.
His little pornographic review.
This little segment that'll never go
No,
anywhere.
But I will say, you guys should try to get Minecraft for your phone and just try it on your headset. Just, I mean,
I have it.
Yeah. Oh well, play it when you get a chance. You will need your gamepad though.
It's good advice.
Excellent advice.
So I just finished Deus Ex, and I'm ready for Mankind Divided.
You beat
Nice.
you beat Deus Ex again? Were the bosses as annoying as they were the first time we played it?
No, they actually made a lot of changes in the director's cut. Like, there's alternative ways to kill them. Like, you can hack computers and
Yeah, those bosses were bad, man. There was some boss fights that I was like, man, I am not prepped for this shit.
no, the director's cut's actually really good compared to the original. I mean, the original was great, but there's the improvements are subtle.
Yeah.
And welcome.
Cool. All right, Jerf,
Yes.
please proceed with your review of the film.
Okay, let me know if you can hear this.
Oh God.
Oh my god.
All right, I think if you're under 30 seconds, they can't get you for copyright or anything, right?
I don't know, man. It's copyright, not the fucking FBI.
Oh god, my dogs are barking.
They like porn too, I see.
Yeah. All right, so here's what I observed of this movie
Okay.
in a super short period of time.
Okay.
It's very, very Star Warsy, like super Star Warsy.
Super Star Warsy.
You mean like it's pretty close to what Star Wars is?
Yeah, like I cannot believe they're not getting sued for this shit. Maybe they did. I don't know. I have no idea what the
Yeah,
backstory
we
is.
don't know if there's pending lawsuits, but
Right.
you know, so
So there's a very, very obvious Darth Vader character. Sorry,
what is his name and who does he
got
fight?
the-
don't know. I
Distracted.
wasn't
He was
listening
like,
to it.
no, he got distracted. He was like, "Oh, there's a very obvious
Darth Vader.
character."
Sorry, no, my wife.
I like it.
My wife just walked in and noticed that I was watching porn. And she
I
has a
was-
pizza.
Oh, this is so awesome.
Oh my god.
I was
I love
hoping
you.
that happened. I was hoping so much, and my
Alright.
dream came true.
I appreciate the fact that you have a pizza. I'm gonna eat that pizza.
No, you're not.
Apparently the pizza's going back. Oh damn. Alright, so anyway, let me finish this up. So, like right at the beginning of the movie, there's like computer animated characters that are very obviously C-3PO and R2-D2. They don't even not look like C-3PO and R2-D2. I don't know if that's their names. I had the sound all the way down, but I assume it's something close to that.
Who
I
do they
did-
fuck? Do they fuck each other?
I didn't see them fuck anyone.
Okay.
Let's see, what other notes do I have? I did hear someone call one of the characters Solo. I didn't hear what the first name was.
Solo?
Last name is
Solo.
certainly Solo. Solo. They have lightsabers.
Okay.
There's a lot of the movie that is actually not porn.
Oh,
So there's like a lot of movie in there.
that what?
Like I bet
what?
they could cut all the porn out of it and still have like an hour's worth of bad Star Wars parody.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah. What else? All the stormtroopers have tits for some reason. I don't know why.
The
That's
the
nice.
stormtroopers have tits. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, and then the last thing I noticed is that at the end of the porn,
You know what's funny is that Mike's like, "That's interesting." And he's like
Uh-huh.
touching himself while you're telling him.
No, dude, I was
Like,
touching myself way before he started talking.
I'll put this in Google Drive for you guys. At the end, Leia appears to be sucking off both Han and Luke.
God.
So not only is it like a tag team, but it's ancestral.
Yeah,
tag
it's
team.
incest
Right.
porn too. It's like,
Right.
yeah, all right, this is hot. So when are you getting that into Google Drive?
It's on its way up now. I'll let you know when it's up there.
Thank God.
All right, I'm gonna go have some pizza. I'll be right back.
Enjoy. He should probably drop off so we don't hear him masturbating or eating pizza. or masturbating while eating pizza.
Eating pizza, sure, Jeff.
Yeah. Right. And I'm also eating pizza right now.
So
Canadian
I
podcast.
just bought Monument Valley.
No, not Monument Valley. The other one. Land's End.
Land's End. That's what I just bought.
Wait
So-
a minute. You can buy that, but you can't fucking buy Overwatch, you piece of shit.
It's $8. It's not 20.
It's halfway there.
It is, but it's not there, unfortunately.
I need you to play Overwatch, man. I need everyone to play Overwatch. Alright, so... Oh, I guess you can't... I was just about to say, let me know what you think, but then I realized you can't fucking be on a podcast and play VR at the same time.
Yes, I can. I'm not on my phone. I'm using my Surface for that.
Okay, so you're gonna fire it up and throw this thing on your head?
Yeah, I'm doing it right now.
Okay. Well, shit, I'm gonna fucking VR it up while we're doing this, too.
Hey, maybe we can meet in Alt Space VR.
That sounds creepy, and last time I was in alt space, a man kept asking me if my vagina was moist.
That was me. That was me. Sorry.
That makes
I
total
just wanted.
sense.
I just wanted to make it more interesting.
uh, there's some
Jaguar.
there's some game there's some game in here called Drift, that has good reviews.
Is it a racing game?
I don't
My
know.
problem is that I feel like the VR games, like if you want to buy them, I want to like watch a little preview of them or something. I don't know, like I guess it's hard to make a 360 video preview of a game or something, or it takes up a lot of space.
Or just show a video. I don't know. That's kind of why it's like VR is a hard sell right now. How do you get someone to think they need to buy this expensive thing? Like, you know,
Yeah, I mean, I
it's
understand.
it's a hard sell, and it's like, we own these Gear VRs, and we're still it's a hard sell for us to even buy a game, much less some guy who does not own this shit and say, hey,
I honestly only did it because
it was free.
no, well, not really because you guys did it.
Huh.
You were like, oh, I had no desire to change my phone, but I was like, if everybody's gonna do it,
Well, I
and
was
kinda-
I was getting a new
I was-
phone, and then they had that promotion, so I was like, all right, well, if I'm getting a new phone, I might as well get one of these Gear VRs and check out what this VR shit's all about too, at the same time. So what
It's
I
a good. It's good that the phone ended up being like a really good phone.
that
did you
that
finish-
was a big help.
Did you finish masturbating, Jab?
Oh, sorry,
Uh,
eating pizza.
yes. No, yes, I went to get pizza.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, we know you went to get pizza.
Is that what the kids call it these days? Getting pizza. As
It's
soon as the
delicious.
podcast is done, I'm gonna get pizza 2 or 3 times.
That's the title of the podcast.
It's the best pizza I ever had.
Getting pizza. Now that's our new term for like going off to masturbate.
There's also a game. There's also a game on there called Waddle Home that looks pretty cool. It looks like a puzzle game where you get to look around the board. Games like that look really awesome.
I did I mention that I got Hitman Go also?
I heard the mobile version of that is pretty good, except what was the problem they said they had with it?
Well, I got the VR version of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They said that the VR version of that was pretty good. There was an issue they said they had. I can't remember. It was on one of the big sites. It certainly wasn't on DroughtGamingX.com, where you find the most up to date news and reviews ever. That's a lie, because we're not up to date. We just kind of drop our thoughts, which makes us more awesome.
Do you want the latest news and views for video games? Well, fuck you.
Yes, you heard it here first. Fuck you.
Go to DroughtGamingX.com.
There's also another game on here called Tactera, the virtual tabletop real-time strategy. That looks pretty cool. Does not see. It worries me when they say does not
Are
require.
you wearing your headset right now, or are you
No,
just
no,
in
I'm
the
just
store?
scrolling on the phone. It worries me when they say controller not required, because then I know the controls are some dumb like look at it for a second crap or tap the thing on the side.
But
that bothers
a
me.
lot of the games that I've played like that also support the gamepad.
Yes.
So far that I've played, but some of them don't have great controls even with the gamepad.
Right. Yeah.
One thing I also want to mention about Hero Bound, it does have one other flaw, other than getting lost. Sometimes they make you move your character pretty far around, that turning your head left and right is not enough.
Yeah, you have to like turn all the way around.
Yeah, it's
Like
I
you're
mean,
facing a fucking wall.
so you basically want to be in a spinny chair if you're playing the game.
Right, in the middle of a
Or-
room.
Yeah, it's a little. That's my only annoyance, and I felt like I guess a AAA developer would probably find that in playtesting and be like, no, we can't do that.
Well,
That'll kill.
well, they ran into that problem. Giant Bomb did like I think they did 2 4-hour videos. One where they played all of the Oculus games, and another one where they played all of the Vive games when they came out. And they ran into that problem a lot of times where they're like trying to turn and they get hooked on a cable or step on a cable or some shit. Like the cable problem is a problem. Not a huge problem, but it's definitely a thing when you're talking about free mobility. When they get the power of a whole PC into like a phone and it's just the headset, kind of like the Gear, but with power, that'll be pretty sick.
It'll happen.
If they sell them. I don't know.
Okay, so Land's End. I don't
Are
know.
you firing it up right now?
Yeah, I'm playing it right now.
Are you eating
So-
pizza?
I am totally eating pizza right now, real hard.
All right, so Land's End, go.
Okay, so I'm just in it right now. See, this I wish you could stream from VR, but that's kind of wishful thinking on a phone.
Yeah, on the phone
Uh,
it's not going to happen.
that'll
On
I think
PC
that'll
we can do it.
happen in probably like a couple years.
On PC I can do it if I had the hardware.
How could you do it on PC, like with your
Well, the graphics card is strong enough to push out a 2D image on the
you mean
screen that I
if you had a headset on PC?
Right. No, I'm saying if I had an Oculus or Vive, I could stream the stuff. Is what I'm saying.
Okay, so I'm just at the title screen, which it's not just a title screen. It's actually you're in a world looking at options.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the DGX First. You're hearing a live podcast review in the making. Fucking A. Lands in. Go.
Whoa, this is
And it's VR.
In VR.
yeah.
Yep.
So it's pretty cool so far, but it's you don't move with the controller.
I didn't think you
Turn with the
did.
controller. So the controls so far are you could turn around.
Is it the teleport movement? Like you look at a spot and then press something and it goes there?
You don't teleport, but you look at a spot and you move in that direction, and then you turn with the left and right shoulder buttons, which I'm guessing on a gamepad is like that.
Okay.
So think Mist kind of controls, but those are the way you manipulate them.
Mist? Mist has no controls.
Well, you know how in Mist you have to go from one static screen to another.
Yeah.
But this, I mean,
It's
if you
3D
play it-
static screens is what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of gives me the feeling of Mist, except it's you
Yeah,
can-
I think I saw Mist used to describe that game a little bit.
Yeah. So it's not like it's not like the most graphically realistic, impressive, but the style's good. I kind of wish I could hear what was going on, but
Crank up the volume.
it is up.
On the phone?
I don't.
You should hear something.
Yeah, I'm hearing something, but I have my headphones in too for the podcast. I'm gonna take one headphone out.
All right.
There we go.
Let's
So
see.
I can hear.
You
See
can,
here.
you can hear that
So-
there's someone near you eating pizza.
Real hard.
Real fucking hard.
So
Yeah,
actually,
delicious.
so far, so these controls might feel a little like you can't just walk forward, but they make sense. So, and also the world is very, it's like the scale is very used very well. Like, I'm just standing around looking around. I'm not getting sick from using the triggers to turn.
Right.
It just helps you turn, but you can just look around just as easily.
Right.
I do wish I could walk with the controller, but it looks pretty good so far. I guess I'm
You know, I
wondering
think
what the puzzles are
I
going to
think-
be
I
like,
think-
and I guess I'm getting to my first puzzle now.
I think like your average person's first VR experience should be one of those like teleport to move games or something puzzling.
Okay.
Because I don't know, you drop someone into Call of Duty VR and I think people get sick and they never put that thing on again. Like
You're probably right.
that,
would-
like I
would
think
agree with
think
that.
there's a lot of like there needs to be a ramp up. The Oculus store on the gear on the Samsung does a really good job. It has like an intensity level rating, and I don't know that anybody pays attention to that, but like
Whoa.
when they're marketing this thing, they should really like people's
That's
first gear.
cool.
What happened?
So I don't know. It's just how like in a game when like you go up out of a cave and there's like a door at the end and then you see this huge like landscape.
Mhm.
It kind of just did that now. And like I'm at the edge
Land's
of
End?
a cliff. Oh yeah, I'm at the land's end. I'm at the edge of a cliff and there's an ocean below it and the water's going up against the rocks. It doesn't look realistic.
Well, yeah,
But
it's just,
it
it's got a
looks-
nice
It's
graphic
just,
style
it
though.
looks freaking huge.
Right.
And it just give you this sense that it's huge out here. So sorry, it just impressed me.
So, Bobby, do you mean like when you come from the dark to the light and it kind of gives you that everything's too bright for a second thing?
No, I just mean like it surprised me that there was going to be like this huge expanse in front of me after I got to the top of the steps.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
I think something like that is a really good example of what VR does well.
Right.
I just bought Lands End. I'm downloading it right now, so I'm like,
Dude, before the night's
You'll
over,
know what I'm-
Jeff's gonna
you'll know what
spend
I'm talking
$10,000.
I've spent $14 since the podcast started. Let's see where that goes.
Wait, last time didn't you buy fucking
Okay.
Overwatch on the air also?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
So far the puzzles
Fucking
are
Jeff, man.
okay. So far the puzzles that I've reached are like these weird line puzzles where you put your gaze on something, and then you have like a like
Gaze.
so,
You're
well,
gazing stuff.
yeah, I'm gazing all over the place.
You're a meat gazer.
Yeah, I totally am a meat gazer.
Perfect. So okay, so you're doing the puzzles.
There we go. So it requires you to look on spots and then like connect like the dots in a way where it reaches like point A to point Z, or whatever, like from beginning to end. But you have to route the line appropriately.
Right, right.
So, but I'm hoping that that's not the only type of puzzle in the game. I'm hoping there's just more depth to it than that, because that would get boring. Whoa.
I mean, I'm assuming.
So I got a
it's
little
gotta
bit
evolve
sick,
a little
but
bit.
I got a
You
little
got a
bit
little
sick.
woozy.
But
What happened?
yeah, well, it's sort of. I'm not afraid of heights, but I do get a little queasy when I'm really far up.
Okay.
Especially if I'm like at a window, because I don't want to fall. That's all. That's the only reason I don't like being
I
so
think
high.
that's why most people are afraid of heights.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm not afraid of heights, but I really don't want to fall to where I feel paralyzed right now. Like, sir.
No, but I actually do like seeing things from high up. I actually like roller coasters and shit like that.
Yep.
A lot. But I just I do feel a little queasy when I'm high because, well, not high, but when I'm up.
Like
in a
high,
tall
like
building.
smoking a bong or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Perfect.
Okay, so far, this looks cool. Yeah, this just looks cool. So the puzzles are simple so far, but it's pretty cool looking.
God damn it! I've hit rock bottom, guys.
Are you gonna buy it?
No, I'm not buying it.
Oh.
I'm doing something way worse.
Or did you buy some Overwatch?
Loot
Product?
boxes? Nope. Didn't. Not yet. I want to. What
Are
I'm
you
doing?
playing WoW?
No.
Are you watching
God no.
VR porn?
No. Did that? Nope. What I'm doing is I don't know why I'm doing it.
Whoa.
But I'm doing it, and I'm not proud, but I'm doing it. So I don't even want to admit this.
Spit it out, Jay.
Actually, you know what? You guys, it's not even gonna be that bad because you guys are gonna be like, oh, whatever. Like I'm overselling the loserness of it, but I do feel like a chump. Blizzard's put out comic books, PDF comic
Oh yeah,
books
I did see that. Yeah.
for several of the characters. 6 of them, 6 comic books so far, 6 issues. I just went and downloaded all the comic books, uploaded it to my Google Books account so I can read Overwatch comic books. I just did that.
Wow. Well, that's very that's very un-Mike Morgan of you.
Bobby's like, wow.
Whoa,
he's
that
like
was cool.
he's like that disappointed parent. Wow, you really fucking not made it.
Like, I'm not even mad.
I'm just super disappointed.
Just wow.
I'm just like, why would you do that? You're Mike Morgan. Mike Morgan does that shit. Oh wow, wait, this is gonna be short. It's like chapter 2. I'm on chapter 2 of 5.
Oh, wow, cool. I mean,
I guess it is $7. I guess.
yeah. Wait,
Okay, this
seven?
looks pretty
No,
cool.
that does no. Why? That's not okay. That's what I'm saying. That's $1 game in the App Store, a regular game. Just because it's in VR, it's $7.
I don't know. I mean, maybe chapter 1's really short because it's a tutorial.
Could be.
I'm just on chapter
Yeah,
2.
you're right. Yes.
Okay, so it's more than just the line puzzles.
I
It looks like
figured
it can
that.
now it looks like it can move blocks
Perfect.
in a very intelligent way. They've designed it.
Oh,
Okay,
what
where
the
does
hell's
this
wrong
go?
with this thing? Oh, I'm in night.
Oh well, I don't want to say intelligent.
You rather say Intellivision?
I'm trying to figure out. Well, you got to use your head. There we go. I understand.
Now you sound like Jeff.
You gotta use your head, Mike. I'm not enjoying this at all.
I'm eating pizza, damn it. Oh gosh.
What are you doing, Jeff?
Hey guys, I just came back from getting some pizza.
He's really liking. You know what's funny? He's probably really liking that Star Wars porn, and he's probably there with his woman doing something about it.
They're watching it together.
No, just to be clear, that's not what's happening. I'm really eating pizza.
Sure you are.
There you are.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Eat
we
that pizza.
totally believe you, man. You get that fucking pizza, man.
That pizza dough.
Oh man, Earth's playing GTA 5. I want to play GTA 5.
Oh wow. Whoa. Okay.
All right, so in an effort to not have a podcast where Bobby's just saying "whoa," anybody have any closing remarks? This thing's been going on for over an hour now.
Video games are dumb, and people who play them are stupid.
Okay, that's very good observations. I agree fully.
This pizza is delicious.
And Jeff loves masturbating. What else? I mean, eating pizza. Sorry.
I'm hungry, and I'm glad the podcast is ending. This
Bobby,
Jeff's so selfish; he didn't even want to share any of his
Jeff
pizza.
didn't share his pizza. Well, anyone who might be listening, this is episode 12 of the Drought Gaming Podcast. I know it's slow and it was a short one, mostly because there wasn't too much happening, and we're idiots. Please check us out. Check out droughtgamingx.com. Check out our YouTube channel, droughtgamingx, and shoot me an email, mor911@droughtgamingx.com. And we'll be back next week, same time, same place. We out, motherfucker.
Bye-bye.
Now let's do a jingle. Bobby, you need to make us a fucking jingle, man. Bobby, you're the musician here. Why don't you make us a fucking jingle?
Yeah, Bobby.
I agree.
Okay. I'll make one.
You said that. You've been saying
Right now.
that. Stop what you're fucking doing and make the
Ad-lib.
jingle right now.
Yeah, I'll do that right now.
Go.
Even though none of my stuff is hooked up in the office.
Well, no.
Nope. Do the fucking
Beatbox
jingle.
it.
Beatbox the
Okay, I
jingle.
can't do it like that. That's
Well,
embarrassing.
Well, maybe. Well,
I don't
That's
even
the-
write
that's
that
the
way.
whole
I don't
point.
do that.
improv, man. Improv.